What is up, everyone? This is Froshogan here, back at it with another banger here because we're making videos. So, what is this video about? That's a good question. Now, last test mode video, we did the Alien Watch. Before that, we did these two guys and the Model U Hasbro version. This time, we're doing another Bandai Yokai Watch. And this is actually the final Bandai Yokai Watch I know how to get the test mode for because the OG watch is just, the OG watch, bro. I've been trying to get the test mode for so long now. It should be going into test mode, but it's just not. But anyways, besides that, we have another test mode video here. So, without further ado, let's get into this.
Coming out, my friend. Yokai Metal, do your thing.
Alright, so we're doing none other than boom. The Zero Shiki S. No, not just the Zero Shiki S, but the Zero Shiki as well. Now this test mode will work on any language and any version. So you can do the test mode on the Zero Shiki here. But you can also do it on the Zero Shiki S, and you can also do it on the Korean and Chinese. I think there's a Cantonese and Mandarin version of the Model Zero. I mean, it should work all the same. These two work. The Korean one was tested by someone else, not me, so that one works. I was just messing around, and I was just like, oh, what if I just push down every single button in a row, like that? And for some reason, that actually worked. So, with the help of a screwdriver, you can actually get the test mode very easily, unless you have very long nails, which I did at some point, which I very much needed a cut. But if you have a screwdriver, make sure it's like a flathead here, because the flathead screwdriver works like a charm. So, what you're gonna wanna do, first step, you don't even need to unscrew anything, because it has an on and off switch. So the only reason why we needed it for the Hasbro Model U is because that on and off switch is just basically a try me mode feature. So what you're gonna wanna do, you're gonna want to pull this lever here. You're gonna wanna hold that the whole time and then get ready. As soon as you turn it on, you're gonna wanna push every button once, but the last one, you wanna push it twice. So let's do this. So I'll demonstrate here. So sometimes you'll have to press it once for some reason, but just make sure to press it twice just in case. Now, what is going on here? Basically, it just makes the little search sound, and now you're in test mode. If you turn it to 1, it'll just stay on the light. But if you turn it to 2, it will blink. That's pretty interesting. Now, you're like, how do I get the sounds, though? So, it's actually nothing to do with these buttons here anymore. You don't have to worry about them. All you gotta do is push the lever once. It'll do absolutely nothing. And then, once more. And it should loop the sounds exactly like the Alien Watch did. Now, there's a few things to this. So, it'll just loop the sounds like I said. You can scroll through them here. Now, this could go on forever. I mean, there is so many sounds in here, which I will do a video on high quality sounds. But if you keep scrolling until a summoning song, normally it would end right there, but because you're in test mode, it's just going to loop it forever. So now, it will literally just be like the game. It just loops it for eternity. So you can do this for all the summoning songs if you want. No, you don't even need medals. If you want to get the test mode, you don't need any metal at all. No gem hacking, no medals, nothing. No supplies. All you need is the watch. And probably a screwdriver, like I said, unless you have long nails. Now, the Wicked Summoning Song is just completely in a different spot. It's not, like, in order. The order of this, like, watch, everyone's just all over the place here. Now, there's just so many sounds. Now, is there anyone in here that we didn't know about? Yes, there is Harry Berry, which actually has a metal code. It's exclusive to this watch, so it's pretty cool. And as you can tell, there is a lot of G-Banyans. And a few Koma-san as well. Now, we're gonna get to the Wicked Summoning Song, and then I'll show you guys something. But here's the Wicked Summoning Song. Now, right after the Lecky Summoning Song. And the phrases are just separate for some reason, but I'm gonna show you guys, if you wanna go back to a sound, you can just... And now you're going the other way. So it's like you're going backwards. So if you wanna hear a sound again, probably for testers if they wanna hear a sound again. Now Dragi's in this watch. Tengu is in this watch. Thornyan, not Komajiro released, but there's just a few. Dan Doodle, Komashura, Elder Bloom, Gilgaros, and then it loops back, but... And Rudy is in this watch, and... The Koro Koro Comics sound is in this watch, which I knew, but... Let's just take a minute here. Anyways... As you can see, though, it loops all the way back. So the last sound is actually very good, sir. And then it loops back here. Now, that is the test mode for Zero Shiki. Now, it also works for the Zero S here. I'll just demonstrate it for you so that you guys know it works. And there are a few sounds in here that, one, we actually don't know the rail code for, which is the Dainyan S metal, which Dainyan is in this watch for some reason. But I'll show you. Same deal. And it will say that, and then you can turn it here. It'll blink on there. And then it'll just stay lit for that one. And then you can flip through all the sounds. And you can go back just like the other one. And Zazzle is in this watch. Which he didn't actually get an S medal, so. And Golden Yan, the classic shadow side sound effect for some reason. And Diane Yan is in here for some reason. And that's really the only unused sounds, besides a few summoning songs, which are new, and maybe you've heard them because I used them in a video before. But... Can't tell if it says Super Hyper Congratulations or Super Comeback Congratulations. I'm not sure. And then I'm not sure what that is. And I'm not sure what that is. And then... Enma. That's pretty cool. I like that one. And we could just leave it here and annoy your friend with this. You could just leave it next to them. And don't tell them how to turn it off. Put the lever there, and just leave it. And they'll have no clue. Now that... I'm gonna turn it off, because that's all the stuff I want to show you. But that is the, you cannot use this metal at this time, I think. It's like something about, not compatible, or something like that. But that was actually a reference to this Zero here. But that sound barely plays. I've only got it once to play. And that was when I put in the Koro Koro Comics metal code. It played that. But, let me see if I have a metal here that we can try out. I'll probably have these videos released by then. But if you put a metal in here, that, yeah, let's put Scamper in here. It'll do that sound effect in the Zero. But if you were to put them in the Zero Shiki S, It's just gonna read it for some reason, so it's kind of funny. Now this one actually reads it because I just use a new Usapion medal, and Usapion for some reason makes the Shady something song. But anyways, yes, that is going to do it for the test mode video here. This one was a pretty long video. I've been having some like pretty short videos, I feel like, so hopefully this one made up for it. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Hopefully you found this helpful. And this is Frost Shogunyan signing off, saying thank you for watching.